The mystery of the Roanoke colony, often referred to as the Lost Colony, began in 1587 when 115 English settlers arrived at Roanoke Island, located in what is now North Carolina. This was the second attempt by England to establish a permanent settlement in the New World under the patronage of Sir Walter Raleigh. The group was led by John White, an artist and friend of Raleigh, who became the governor of the new colony. The settlers, which included men, women and children, faced immediate challenges, including hostile relations with some of the indigenous tribes and a lack of food supplies. After a short time, it was agreed that White would return to England to gather more supplies and support for the colony. White sailed back to England in late 1587, but his return to Roanoke was delayed due to the outbreak of the Anglo-Spanish War, during which England's naval resources were focused on defending against the Spanish Armada. Finally, in August 1590, 3 years after leaving the colony, White was able to return. When he arrived, he found the settlement completely abandoned. The houses had been dismantled and there were no signs of struggle or violence. The only clue was the word CROATOAN carved into a wooden post and the letters CRO etched into a nearby tree. The colonists had agreed before White left that if they ever relocated, they would leave behind a sign indicating where they had gone, and if they were in distress, they would carve a cross symbol. No such cross was found, suggesting the settlers may have moved willingly. The fate of the Roanoke settlers has been the subject of speculation for centuries. Here are some of the most prominent theories. One of the most widely accepted theories is that the settlers were absorbed into local Native American tribes, particularly the CROATOAN tribe, who lived on nearby Hatteras Island. Supporters of this theory point to the carvings as evidence that the settlers may have traveled to CROATOAN Island. Later historical reports and folklore from Native American tribes suggest that some of the settlers might have been assimilated, intermarrying with the tribes and adopting their customs. Another theory is that the settlers were killed by hostile Native American groups, possibly the Powhatan Confederacy. While there are no physical signs of a massacre at Roanoke, some historical accounts suggest that violence may have occurred between the settlers and Native Americans. The Roanoke settlers may have succumbed to starvation, disease, or harsh weather conditions, especially given the difficulty of sustaining a colony in an unfamiliar and often hostile environment. The lack of food, coupled with possible tensions with indigenous tribes, could have led the settlers to abandon the colony in search of more hospitable lands. At the time, Spain was also colonizing parts of North America, and the Spanish had previously attacked other English settlements in the Caribbean. Some speculate that the Spanish could have destroyed Roanoke as part of their broader efforts to control the New World, though no evidence of a Spanish attack has been found. More fantastical explanations, rooted in folklore and legend, suggest that the settlers may have fallen victim to supernatural forces or curses. Some legends claim that the settlers were taken by spirits or otherworldly beings that haunted the area. Though these ideas are more speculative, they have added to the eerie mystique surrounding Roanoke. In the centuries since the disappearance, numerous archaeological digs and studies have been conducted to uncover what happened to the settlers. Some artifacts, such as English-style pottery, have been found on Hatteras Island, suggesting possible contact between the settlers and the CROATOAN tribe. However, these discoveries have not definitively solved the mystery. In recent years, advancements in technology such as DNA testing and satellite imaging have fueled renewed interest in solving the puzzle of Roanoke. Some researchers have suggested that the colony split into smaller groups, with some settlers moving to the mainland, while others went to CROATOAN Island. Still, no conclusive evidence has emerged. The mystery of the lost colony has captivated historians, writers, and the public for generations. The Roanoke disappearance has inspired countless books, TV shows, and movies, becoming one of America's most enduring historical mysteries. Theories about the fate of the colonists continue to intrigue people, but the true story remains unknown. What happened to the settlers of Roanoke may never be fully understood, but the legend of the Lost Colony continues to haunt American history, a symbol of the perils and uncertainties of early colonial ventures in the New World.